What's this all about? Hi guys. We're starting a live video on both Facebook and Instagram right now. Okay, I know people will be joining. We'll just see people running all across the screen here. But I am in the Detroit suburb of Wyandotte. Wyandotte, okay? I try to spell it like I would remember. I'm here with Kristen Pereira. She is the owner of Fit Bites. It's a meal prep company, and she also now has a little bakery, a little shop that opened up when?
The 11th, just about a month ago. So just a month, yeah.
She got her associates in nutrition. She's a certified master personal trainer, nutrition specialist, corrective exercise specialist, a weight loss specialist, and many, many, many more certificates. She has been on 5 news stations, including Detroit's Fox Channel 2 and Channel 4, and she is a sponsored athlete from Fort Vega.
Yeah.
Which is a vegan protein that many of you guys probably know about. So, anyway, Kristen, what got you into fitness?
My mom, honestly, she's a nutritionist. She's a personal trainer, and I just came with her to the gym ever since I was 5 years old. Just always at the gym with her. So, yeah, my mom.
So, you went vegan how long ago?
Okay, so funny story. So I was vegan when I was 14 years old, and I did it all wrong. I was extremely vitamin B deficient. I ended up in the hospital. So my parents made me go back and eat white meat. So I ate white meat until I was 20. I had red meat again when I was 20 for 1 year, and then I went back vegan again, and now I'm still vegan, and I'm about to be 25. So that's a long, yeah.
So what made you go vegan?
So I used to get ovarian cysts all the time on my stomach, extremely painful, and then I suffer from migraines. So I heard a lot about the vegan with my cysts, that going vegan would help it, and so I was willing to try anything. And then also for a lot of the reasons that I learned in school, a lot of the videos I had to watch about animal cruelty was a big, huge one for me. And then also I'm extremely sensitive to dairy. I could never eat it my whole life. It just always made me break out, rashes, bloated, all that. So it never agreed with me. And then the things I learned about dairy, I never wanted to put in my body anyways. The same with gluten and the same with soy. So I stay away from those. But after about a month of going vegan, I never had a cyst again. And I had my ovarian cyst for 3 years, consistently straight, all the time. I was always at the OBGYN because of it. I've never had one since. And then my migraines have not completely gone away, but they're significantly less, and then when I do have them, they're way less painful. So I think it has a lot to do with the inflammation.
Are you carb sensitive?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Oh, you're not. I'm very.
I don't eat a lot of
sensitive.
carbs, so I wouldn't really know. I stay away from grains as much as I can. So just very plant-based, no gluten, no dairy, no soy. So and it's the best I felt. So lots of reasons.
Okay, so we'll get straight to the point. People are like, well, if you don't eat meat, then what do you eat?
Yeah.
And how do you cook this? And how do you cook that? Okay, what should people use? Can people use as milk replacement in recipes?
Any nut milk, coconut milk. So they have it everywhere now. It wasn't as common a few years ago, but now it's everywhere. So for us, we use all unsweetened, all natural almond milk or cashew milk or coconut milk is what we use for everything. Now there's So in Michigan, it's a little bit different. We're a little bit slower than a lot of the other states. So we do have pea protein milk now, which is really good, unsweetened again and all natural. And then there's flax milk too. That's really good for people who don't like, if they have a nut allergy or a coconut allergy or they just don't like it. The flax milk is really, really good. If you have that.
I have had the flax milk. I have not seen the pea protein milk yet.
Yeah.
I've had quinoa milk, and when I was in Rhode Island, I got some walnut milk. It was so good. It was so good.
Walnut milk.
It was like $5
really
for a little thing, but it was for the experience.
Yeah. I would do the same thing.
Yeah, I've had other ones too. I'm trying to think what they are, but California
there's a lot
gets
of them, but yeah,
they get really good.
Yeah. In Michigan, the most common would be almond milk, coconut milk, flax milk is there now too. So,
okay, what can people use as cheese replacers?
So the only there's 2 brands, and I don't Follow Your Heart. Follow Your Heart is a good brand, and then Daya or Daya. I don't know how they pronounce it.
Daya.
Yes. Okay. So it's Daya. I don't know. Everybody fights me on it. So that's a dairy, gluten, and soy-free cheese. So they even have like the melted version now, so you can put it as like nacho cheese or on your macaroni. So we use that nutritional yeast. That's what we had in the soup.
Gives that cheesy taste to it.
So we use that like mashed cauliflower for like cheesy mashed potatoes. In soups, I put on my popcorn. So nutritional yeast, I found that mixing nutritional yeast and turmeric makes a really good cheesy flavor and like a really good cheesy look. It looks very cheddary when you mix those together. So that's really good. The diet brand, Follow Your Heart brand.
Now, I did Follow Your Heart, and I believe it has carrageenan in it.
So maybe I'm thinking of the wrong brand because they have like 3 over there, and I hated 2 and loved 1, and I don't remember the names.
I love the Lisinati made out of almond milk, and then I looked at the back one day and it had whey in it, and I'm like,
okay, so that was one that I did see, and I seen it had whey, and I was like, no,
it was
it's hard to find a good vegan cheese.
Jalapeno pepper jack almond cheese. It was
so good. Because then there's
so
like
good.
the Chaos, I think it's called, or something like that. They have that one over there too, but it's like tofu cheese.
Okay, eggs.
Eggs, we do a lot of the chia eggs. So we just make our own chia egg all the time. I don't know what the brand you brought up earlier was in the little...
The egg replacer.
Yeah. Is it just what it's called? Egg
it's
replacer?
just powder, and you have to add like a little extra
but it makes
moisture.
a really good vegan scrambled egg. So I made like vegan breakfast sandwiches with it with the vegan cheese. So that's really good. I've never baked with it, but I know it's really good for scrambled eggs. When we bake, we use the chia egg every time, and it comes out perfect every single time.
Because if you soak chia, like what is it, a tablespoon and a third of cup of water, it's equivalent to an egg.
Yeah, and it's just like the texture of an egg too. Yeah, it's great.
And then, like, you can also use bananas in place of eggs, and like
it makes a banana taste. But when you're making something like vegan banana bread or muffins, or pancakes, then it works wonderfully. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of that, my friend in Toronto made me pancakes out of garbanzo bean flour, and she used cardamom and she used banana, and it was really good.
That sounds good.
So, what are some gluten-free flour alternatives?
Honestly, we use a lot of just almond flour and coconut flour, our main 2 flours. Quinoa flour we do use, and honestly, those are the only 3.
What do you use as your leavening agent with that? You know, like your baking soda, the stuff that makes it cohesive.
I'm not the baker, so I don't know what she uses. We use a lot of like vegan butters and then the chia eggs to hold our stuff together. Or we'll end up using like a little bit of agave or something like that. But we don't use any baking
like
soda
xanthan gum or arrowroot or
tapioca starch.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So that's about the only thing I know that we use for that kind of thing. Yeah.
So I got this. This is the gluten-free vegan mint chocolate chip cookie dough made with coconut flour.
Yeah,
you guys.
Yeah, and the Vega protein powder.
So good,
it's
so
really
good.
Yeah.
So. I'm thinking other hacks. Like I know when I made vegan cheese and those caramel apples I was talking about, the coconut oil in it like causes it to stick together.
For the sweet potato on it?
Yeah. So
sweet potato is a good binding agent too, like just like bananas are.
Oh,
like I said with the brownie, because we replace the flour with the sweet potato, and it makes it into like a really like squishy, moist brownie. It's really good. Or like a cake ball too.
Can you think of any other tricks? I like learning these tricks. I'm always so amused.
Honestly, only just that, like using the Beyond Beef meat for like things, like to crush it. It's really tricky. But if you get like a mashed potato like crusher and you crush the Beyond Beef crumbles, you can make your own meatballs. Because what's really hard to do is get like a gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, vegan meatball. I've not been able to find. But I can make it with that.
Okay.
So
explain your concept behind Fit Bites.
Gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, so that's anti-inflammation. So we keep all that out of our food. Everything's local, as natural as possible, made from scratch, and we refill our fridge and bakery daily to keep it fresh.
And it's to help people stay fit, right?
It's to help people stay fit, but mostly we specialize in weight loss, but mainly it's like anti-inflammation. We serve people who like are diabetic, high blood pressure. We have a lot of moms who come in here to shop for their kids who are like epileptic. I can't say
That's right, epileptic.
But you know what I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Because, they can't have a lot of bakery things, so they say, they buy the bakery stuff for when there's like a birthday party or something they couldn't usually eat anything in.
Well, no, I'm thinking.
Well, they can't have
autism.
gluten.
That's
They're
what I'm
really
thinking. Yeah.
so they're really
Gluten.
sensitive, just like autism. They can't have gluten, and they can't have sugar, and they're not supposed to have dairy. So any of the inflammation causers mess with that even more. So
I can't remember what the deficiency is in seizures. There's like some kind of vitamin. I can't.
yeah,
remember,
I don't know what. Yeah, but I know that they're very sensitive to soy, especially, and gluten, especially. So.
All right, well, you can check out her business. She's on Facebook under Fit Bites LLC. It's got the address to the bakery here, and you have a website too. What is
Yeah,
it?
just fitbitesllc.com. Yeah.
And it shows all the food she has available for the week that you can order, that you can have meal prepped, and I think that's about it. Thank you for doing this little impromptu interview today. But I think it's really interesting. You know, it helps a lot of
Glad
people.
you came.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.